What's up guys, and welcome to Dahi Raids. Today we're going to be looking at doing Spider with the Corrupted Alliance. So first of all, make sure you have your correct faction selected. So Demon Spawn, Undead Hordes, Dark Elves and Knights Revenant. Make sure you also have your vaults included, because you don't want to be missing out on champions that you could be using just because you have them put away somewhere nice. Okay, so let's see what I have cooked up for you here now. First of all, we're going to do Spider 20. 20 should be accessible to lots of people. We're going to run with Lydia, getting the decreased defense and weaken out there. We're going to have the new champion Skorrid, placing Hex and destroying some of the spiders. Then a nuke from Coldheart, a nuke from Coldheart 2, and finally a nuke from Coldheart 3. Now you do have other options there as well for nukes or for HP burns, the likes of Husk as well. Skorrid is pretty nice. You can see the damage he placed from his AoE and from the Hex as well, and then the Coldheart's doing most of the work. Let's have a look at a second way now for Spider 20. And again, selecting our factions. This will be untuned, but let's just do HP burn. So let's maybe look at Drang, a previous fusion, Sissia, an activator, Calvalax, Tio, and do we have anyone else that we'd like to include? This is completely overboard, by the way, already. I'm well aware, but I'm just showing the efficacy of HP burn on Spider 20, which I'm sure most of you would know already. Actually, what would be good in this team is a little bit of control, like a stun or a freeze or something like that. Very useful for keeping the spiders in place. Let them get all their HP burns out of the way and then damage. But we'll go with UDK for a bit of protection just in case they take their turns, and we'll put Calvalax in prime position for his speed aura. So he'll get the poisons out, Drang with the HP burn. Tio now coming next, and we'll want him to place the poisons and the sensitivity. Activation then from Sissia. There we go. Calvalax doesn't really matter, we'll just use A1. We want to activate with Drang. A3 from Tio for a big activation, and that does loads of damage. AoE HP burn back out there from Sissia. Activation once more from Drang. We'll hit the spider because that's what you do on auto. And I think we can just hit auto pretty much from here. Again, I could have tuned this, but this is just to show you that it can be done untuned successfully. Click auto now. And we can just see that this is going to run through. It'll run through the same patterns that I've already inputted. And the spider will be dead. There we go. So you don't need those champions. Any HP burners and control will do that. So for Spider 20, turn meter control for the big spider, and HP burn and CC for the little spiders, and you're going to do it in a few rotations. Usually what I would do would be Chumesia, who stuns on HP burns, but if you're looking at even epics Well, it won't work for this one, but I mean, you could do Mordecai and Achek, control the mini spiders and HP burn them, and then somebody to reduce the turn meter for the big spider, and you're very effective. Now, Spider 10. I'm determined to get Skorrid into these teams, so because I'm not building a team specifically for this tournament, and for these one-off tournaments, I don't think you should. And that's why they're always kind of untuned or loose teams when I'm showing for the specific restriction tournaments. My speeds aren't up to par for these champions for Spider Hard 10. And this is Spider Hard 10 now. So we'll get Hex from Mitrala. We're going to get decreased defense and weaken from Lydia. The only reason I have Lanicus in there is she boosts turn meter, so my slower champs are going to be able to join in. So she's a 20% turn meter boost on her A2, which is also an ally attack. The ally attack is irrelevant. Decreased defense and weaken out. Hex out. Now Skorrid's going to take a turn. He's going to do his A2, which will attack the main spider and then the little spiders. That'll kill all the little spiders and drop the spider's health. A1 from Husk, because we don't want to use his A2 yet. We want to get more little spiders out. And once we do that, we will get a hex placed from Skorrid. Just has to come around to his turn. So we'll get Hex out there on everybody. We'll get Husk with his big nuke. And that kills most of the spiders. And now it's just a matter of finishing the boss off. So that'll take a few seconds, but it's pretty much just straight A1s from here. Nobody has anything left. If you have Brimstone or something on your team, this is where that would come in handy. A nice Brimstone placement. His A1 as well is actually very handy, Skorrid's, because he'll spread around any hex that's out there. So more debuffs and more hex. Ally attack and TM boost. He won't have his big nuke left, unfortunately. Ideally, we would have a reset on the team, so you could sub in the likes of Renegade here, and that would make this very viable. And actually, I think that might be something that I'll check out now in a moment, because I don't think we have any other. I don't think I have any other resets in the Corrupted, do we? Is Crixia maybe in the Corrupted? And Painkeeper, of course, but Painkeeper only reduces by 1. And there we go, that's the boss done. Now that wasn't on full auto, so it was a bit slower, but I was just bringing through what the rotation of the team is. So we can see the speeds and the builds here. And we'll try that once more, and this time on full auto. I'm going to speed it up a bit, guys, so we don't have to sit through it. But it should be relatively quick, but not quick for Spider that we would normally run, because Spider can be the fastest of the dungeons. My main Spider team, I think, does it in 3 or 4 turns, and less than 10 seconds, I think, or maybe 10 seconds flat. But you can see we're chomping through the energy there. The hex and the damage, killing the little spiders is what does the damage to the boss. And we can see chipping away at everybody here. Hex out on all the spiders. Brimstone on the boss. And on his next turn he's dead. Finally, we have a reset team with Renegade. So let's see how this goes full auto. Similar champions to last time. TM boost from Lanicus. Then we have Renegade and debuffs from Lydia. Everything out from Matrala. And all of the babies dead. And that takes a large chunk from the boss. Next from Lydia we'll have Sacrificial Ritual, or not Lydia, Renegade Sacrificial Ritual. We'll have a big hit next from Husk, who won't kill the baby spiders, I don't believe. Okay, and then Matrala will finish everybody off, and that's it. Job's a good one. So that's your Corrupted Spider, guys.